Welcome to the JCPod, presented by Stare Down Sports. I'm your host, Jaden Chandler Parnell, and hey man, episode 101, baby. 101 falls on a Thursday, so for those of you who are new, we got three things we're going to do today. My NFL Pickem series, college bets, NFL bets. Eventually, I will transition, into talking more college basketball. It's just the start of the season, and like I said, I mentioned in the last episode, I'm going to have my boy Rowan on to help me out with that a lot more. But for the time being, we're just going to focus on football right now, while basketball gets settled in and everything. So that being said, you know what it is, baby. It's a Thursday, so for those of you who have been here before, you know how this is going to work. I'm going to go over my Pick'em series first. After Pick'em, we'll go over college, and then after college, we'll go over NFL. And for those of you today, for this Thursday night game tonight, it's buns, man. We'll get to there when we talk about bets, but for right now, let's go over to the Pick'em board. It's going to be one of those weeks in Pick'em, potentially. As you can see, first game of the night. Man, this is going to be a bad Thursday night game. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I only have like one bet, I believe, for sure locked in. I obviously have the nasty boy I'll create because I might as well for the people. But, man, I won't lie to you. I'd be lying if I said I felt good about anything tonight. There's like one thing I feel good about, and I need to double check. I mean, if Justin Fields is starting, I'm not even going to feel good about the one thing I'm giving out. So we're basically, like I said, start with Pick'em. Sorry, I was trying to write down some last notes. First off, I guess we'll go with Chicago. I mean, Carolina's horrible, but I feel like this is potentially a game Carolina can steal. I just don't know if we will. The only thing that gets me here is Carolina has more of an incentive to lose since they still can get their first two picks. Carolina doesn't get a pick at all this year. They traded away their pick. But we're going to pick Chicago. I mean, I won't even lie to you. I'm probably not going to change this. It's going to be my 1 point game. I'm not even going to think about this game. I'll watch it tonight. Have like a bet or two on it, but I'm not going to think too much about it. This is probably going to be the first football game in a while that I, like NFL-wise, I don't got like much on. I mean, this is disgusting. Colts, New England, I'm going to take Indy here. New England's been looking awful. Colts score at least 20 points a game. I don't know if New England's going to be able to do that, so we'll take that there. I like Cincy here. I am scared they're going to be missing their two wide receivers. If you guys watched the game last week, Jamar Chase hurt his back on the catch, and now T. Higgins is out with something. I forget. It's like illness, ankle. It's something like small, so he can definitely. There's a chance he does play, but just with the way it sounds, I don't know. By the way, hold on. I'm gonna look up this Justin Fields info real quick for our game tonight. Okay, so Justin Fields is not playing tonight. I feel a lot better. I don't know, because I was curious because Matt Eberflus came out last night and had this really weird press conference where it sounded like he might play, so reports are coming out like, oh, hey, Fields might play, but it sounds like Fields isn't playing, so I feel a lot better about the Chicago now. Yeah, I like, no offense to Fields, Tyson Bagent hasn't looked, I don't know, Fields has been out for a little bit, so I feel Bagent has at least been playing, so I like his rhythm a little bit more than Fields coming in off basically a cold stretch of not playing for a bit. New Orleans, Minnesota. I hate to do it, but I'm going to take Minnesota. They've been really, really hot. This is a game I could definitely see New Orleans losing. I wasn't too impressed by New Orleans last week, honestly. The Bears played a lot closer than I thought they should. And if the Minnesota plays like how they did last week, there's a good chance New Orleans gets got. I'm going to come back to this game, though. This might be a game I come back to later. What is it? Probably later maybe later even like Saturday night. I might flip it. We'll see. This is the only game this is probably going to happen to because I genuinely, like I almost feel more comfortable putting a 2 on Chicago than I do this game. I genuinely have no clue this game. This is about as 50-50 as it gets. Pittsburgh, Green Bay. I definitely like Pittsburgh 100% here. That one felt a little bit easy. Tampa, Tennessee. I just feel like Tennessee has been weird on the road. Tampa played pretty decent in that shootout. Their defense just didn't do the best. I'm going to take Tampa Bay here. I'm not going to be shocked if Tennessee wins. This is probably going to be another low one for me. We will take San Fran, but another low one for me again as well. With Chase Young now, they're on a 3-game losing streak going into the bye, I believe. If it's not a 3-game losing streak, it's at least 2. They need to win bad. Baltimore, Cleveland. Baltimore is insanely hot, playing insanely well. Have to take them. Going to stay taking them. Atlanta, Arizona. Man. I'll probably take Atlanta, but I'm not going to be shocked if Arizona wins. It's just Arizona's defense is horrible. Atlanta's defense is bad. Arizona's is horrible. This could potentially be a good fantasy game. Kyler's first game back. That's why I'm not going to... This is also a reason I'm going to take Atlanta. It's Kyler's first game back. I'm just genuinely excited to see how he does. I'm curious to see how Kyler looks. He should be about as healthy as he's going to be. So we'll see. Chargers have won 2 games in a row. I feel like they might end here. I'm going to take Detroit, especially if Montgomery plays. I'm excited to see how the run game does. I think the Chargers got a chance to play from ahead against the Jets, so they were able to... They didn't have a chance to mess around and lose the game. So I'm very curious to see how that does. Okay, moving on. This might be my highest of the week. Yeah, Dallas, excuse me. The Giants, they're just a struggle bus, man. They are going down bad. Injuries galore. Jones is out for the year. Gano's on IR. Tyrod Taylor IR. Darren Waller IR. Tommy DeVito's going to be starting again. I think this is one of those games where Dallas should be able to get the lead here, and if they get the lead, they play amazing when they have the lead. They beat up the bad teams, and they have been struggling against the good teams. This is a bad team, so they should win it by a lot. I like them there. Seattle against Washington. I'm going to take Seattle. They think I need a little... I don't remember if they won last week. I don't believe they did. I believe they lost. I can't remember to who, though. But they are definitely in need of a bounce back. They only threw 158 yards. They played the Ravens last week. That's who it was. I was going to say, they played a really good defense last week. I do remember that. But yeah, they played the Ravens last week. I look for DK Metcalf to potentially bounce back in this game as well. He's been kind of quiet for the last week or two. Vegas Jets, I hate to say it, but we're going to stay with the hot coach. I would not be shocked if the Jets lost this game. I won't lie. The offense has me. Until I hear Zach Wilson's not the quarterback, I have to treat this offense as they're just pathetic. Because, that was truly pathetic. They didn't play horrible. Like, Zach Wilson didn't have the worst game on Monday night. But, what? They had 4 fumbles as a team? Yeah, that's not going to get it done. I just can't. I'm not going to ride with that. And then Buffalo, Denver, I definitely think Buffalo's going to get... I could definitely see them losing this game. So I am putting my 13 on them. I just feel like has to be a bounce back spot for them. I feel like. With how bad... that just feels like a bounce back spot. Denver's a decent team. But this feels like a chance for hey, let's beat up bad on a decent team and get our mojo back. So I'm very excited. This is going to be a fun week. I feel a little bit better about some of these picks. There's obviously, I told you guys, there's 2 or 3 I don't feel good about. There's no way they score 17, by the way. Not a chance the Jets score 17, right? Low scoring team is going to be where are our boys at? That was easy. Most points this week. What bad game was I looking? Oh, Dallas. Yeah, we might do Dallas. So that's what I'm thinking for that so far. Now we're going to start playing with the numbers game a little bit. Let's see what we got. 12 on Cincinnati. We're going to put a 10 on Cincinnati. I think that Cincinnati should win this game. It just scares me a little bit that T. Higgins and Jamar Chase both could possibly miss. I think one of them will for sure play. I don't know about both of them, but I think they can be able to get the job done. Pittsburgh, Green Bay. I'll probably put a 9 there. I like Green. I genuinely like Pittsburgh in this game. I think that they should be able to handle business. Green Bay has not been the most impressive. It felt like it took a lot more energy than it should have to beat the Rams last week, and the Pittsburgh defense is definitely a lot better. I guess Seattle's my 12. I don't feel good about it. But they're going to be my 12 for 11, but I don't know where else to put. They're going to be my 12, man. I don't know where else to put that. Vegas will make a good old 5. Detroit against the Chargers. I don't mind making that maybe a 7. Cole. Tampa Bay against Tennessee, I should probably feel a lot better about than I do. I don't know why. San Fran on the road, we'll give them... Actually, he'll give them the 7, honestly. We'll move Detroit to the 8. I don't mind that. Baltimore against Cleveland. You know what? I'm just going to give Baltimore the 11. I know Cleveland's defense is amazing. I know this is a division game. I am totally... You know what? We'll move it down 1. But I'm definitely okay with losing a big number on that game. Baltimore's just been so hot that I'm definitely okay with riding the hot streak. We'll put a 6 on the Colts, and then we'll put a 4 in Tampa Bay. I think it feels good. I think I genuinely feel good. decent about this. It's been a minute. By the way, if you want to see what happened last week, yeah, I just had a horrible week again. Honestly, I didn't have a horrible week picking wise, but I lost my 9, 10, 11. When you lose, let alone 3 big numbers. When you usually lose 2 big numbers, you're in a lot of trouble. I lost 3. Yeah, and then, so yeah, I should show you the overview real quick too before we finish up these week's thoughts. If you want to see the overview, 787. I mean, I'm still in there for the year. Top 3 get paid. So that's my goal, is to at least finish top 3. I'm basically on the outside. I'm not like too far behind. I just need to have a good week. I need to quit losing all these damn big numbers. So going back to my picks for this week, we'll go over the big numbers real quick. Cincinnati, I don't love them against Houston, but I really like them here. I think CJ Stroud had an amazing game last game. They're going to play a little bit better of a defense. I think they're going to get set back a little bit, and it's going to be a harder game. So I like Cincinnati in that matchup. Pittsburgh, like them against Green Bay. I just genuinely think they should beat Green Bay. Green Bay hasn't been the most impressive against better teams. Baltimore against Cleveland, I am really a bit nervous about a division game. Baltimore's defense is really good, though, but Cleveland's defense is really good as well. Makes me really nervous. Dallas, 14, I feel all right about. Seattle, 12, I am slightly nervous about, but I think I should be okay. Just a little bit nervous because, man, who do they play? Why can't I remember? Washington. Washington can be good. And Washington's not a horrible football team. They just, they're the best. They're all right. They're about middle of the pack, I would say. So, yeah, I like that there. And then Buffalo against Denver, 13. I don't mind that at all. So, yeah, this is my picks for the week. Hopefully going to be a big week. I'm very interested. We need a big week bad. We haven't won since week 2. For those of you who are new and want proof, here I am in week 2. Missed 3 games. I mean, it's not been a bad year. I mean, quickly I'm not going to burn through every single week, but as you can see, like 83.99. I've just been about middle of the pack every single week, finishing down here. It's just, what's killing me is the big numbers. I've been my number placement. I mean, see, look, there's a decent one right there where, look, I only missed 1 big number, and I had a chance to win if I do that. And I can tell you for sure there's a few games I wanted to flip that week. But yeah, pretty much, like I said, that's my picks for the week. I've just been that close a few of these weeks, and then I just have like 2 games flipped that put me down in the middle of the pack. Hopefully this is the week, man. Because, yeah, hopefully this is the week. This is going to be the week. No, I need a good week, honestly, in Pickem, just to get some mojo back. I've been finishing about middle of the pack. That's like 3 or 4 people I need to beat, or have either one of them have beat me every single week, so it feels like I just haven't been able to gain ground. Hopefully this is a big week to gain ground, because, yeah, like I said, the pick record is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the pick record, which is, I think, what was it, 84 and 50 something, I think. Yeah, 84 and 52. Not mad with the pick record at all. I mean, as you can see, he hit 91. I would like to be a little bit higher, so hopefully we can clean it up a little bit, but I'm not mad at all. But yeah, that's going to do it for Pick'em. Next, we have our college football bets and then NFL bets. So I will basically see everyone back on the gridiron. All right, so when it comes into the bets for Thursday, I only have NFL. So I will address that when I get to the NFL portion of it. Louisville minus 20, I kind of want to take, but I just don't think I can talk myself into it. It's a big number, man. Louisville needs to basically win 2 of these games to get into the ACC championship game, so I think that is possible. It's just, man, 20 is a huge number, man. I'm not gonna lie. That is a big ass number. I mean, Virginia's not horrible, but I've watched Virginia mess around and stay in a few games, but obviously last Saturday they got blown out by Georgia Tech. So that's the main reason I'm kind of like, well, they absolutely got destroyed by Georgia Tech. Maybe I should take Louisville, but Louisville's really good at home as well. So, I mean, if I was forced to pick a side in that game, I'd probably pick Louisville, but I'm just going to stay away from the games Thursday night. Middle of the week football's been kind of eating me alive. Like, what was it? I don't think I took anything yesterday. The only thing I took yesterday was Suns minus 1.5, and they win by 1, so that was frustrating. But the day before that, football-wise, took Central Michigan. Central Michigan scored, I think, like 18 points in a row to get the lead, and then they lose by 10. So it's like, what was even the point of that? Fake ass comeback. No, but Friday, I think I'm going to do it. I haven't You know what? I think I'm going to do it. Actually, I lied. I think the SMU QB might be out. Never mind. SMU QB might be in concussion protocol. I was going to take SMU minus 17, but the QB might be in concussion protocol, so I'm just probably going to end up staying away from that game. Ooh, UNLV Wyoming is going to be a good little Friday night game. But I don't think Wyoming's good on the road. That's the only thing. Let me double check this. Sorry, I didn't expect to talk about these Friday games that much, but yeah. Let's see. They have lost 2 games on the road. One of them losing really bad to Boise State. Yeah, I won't lie. All their losses are on the road. They win at home. They literally have won at home and lost on the road this season. So I'm just not gonna. According to the trend, they should lose at road. They should lose on the road, and I just don't. Yeah, I'm gonna stay away. So yeah, sorry, nothing Thursday or Friday college football wise. Saturday, big slate. I didn't write anything down again, so I'm gonna write it down as we're going through. So odds might be slightly off, and it might take me like an extra half second to get the odds up. Cause yeah, sorry, that's the one thing I didn't prepare is the odds. I have a general idea of what I want to take, just not the odds from right now. So we'll go through it real quick. First game. Game on Saturday, Boston College. I believe they're going to be plus money regardless, so I'm going to be taking them on the money line. They're going for a chance for bowling. Minus 102 on the money line. They're going for a chance to go bowling this year. I think they only need about 1 or 2 games left to go. If not, I think they only need like 1. They're 6-3. I forget if it's 7. I think it's 7 to clinch a bowl. And they play Virginia Tech, Pitt, and Miami. So Miami, there's a chance they don't win that game. So this game and the Pitt game are going to be very, very important. I mentioned it Friday. Castellanos has been playing pretty good. I believe he's the quarterback for Boston College. He's kind of come out of nowhere. They played Florida State pretty well. To add on to that, so yeah, I think I'm sorry. I'm trying to like waste time on waiting for this to load up. Yeah, Castellanos he played for Boston College. I'm taking Boston College there. I genuinely like Boston College. Next game, yeah, I really like this one as well. Give me Michigan, man. I know it's going to be a little bit tougher because they're playing a good defense, but sorry, I'm trying to find the odds. Of course, when I can't find the odds for anything. Minus 4.5, minus 115. I don't mind that at all. I think that Michigan. I mean, Penn State's not that good. I won't lie. This is definitely a chance at a game that Penn State can win. I'm not saying Penn State can lose this game at all, but if you watch them against Ohio State, defensively they were okay. Defensively they were definitely good, but I mean offensively, Drew Aller is not the. He's still a young guy trying to find his way. Obviously, I think that Michigan this year, if you want to know a stat, they have yet to allow a 1st and goal. It's week 11. Not one team has been in 1st and goal situation against Michigan. I understand the competition might be a little bit shaky in some games, but not one team has gotten the 1st and goal. The average touchdown distance, I believe, shout out to Cover 3 podcast for this stat. I think the average distance of a touchdown for Michigan is like 44 in the air. So, I mean, unless it's a big play, teams are not scoring too much. And if we know Penn State has been making very many big plays. But yeah, this is probably the best defense that Michigan's played yet. But regardless, I'm going to be taking Michigan in this matchup. I just don't think that they're going to be able to hang around. Penn State's going to be able to hang around. I am tempted in this one. Alabama's waking up. They were minus 10.5. Now it's minus 11.5. I won't lie. Plus 11 is very tempting, but I'm going to stay away from this game at this point. I'm going to enjoy watching that. I think we'll see how Kentucky does. When they played the bigger teams this year, though, it's been kind of ugly. They played Georgia. When they played Georgia, it was ugly. Missouri, who played Georgia tough, they lost to them by a good amount. So against some of the better teams, they haven't been the best, but they are home, so that gives them a chance. I'm just going to stay away from there. Next game I got, Kansas, baby. Where are they at? Where are the odds? There it is, minus 3.5. That does suck that we're on the wrong side of this number. If we can get it anywhere to 3, 2.5, love it. Love it if we can get that. But Kansas, man, Kansas has had a really good 2 games in a row now. Sorry, I'm starting to write down odds as I do it so I can have it prepped They've been playing pretty tough. Jason Bean, I won't lie, obviously he still has a few throws that he misses every game, but for the most part, I mean, they've been playing really, really well. They played, what was it? They upset Oklahoma 2 weeks ago, first time since 1997. Last week, I think, who'd they play last week? I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm going to look it up real quick. Kansas played Iowa State last week and ended up winning that game. That was a potential letdown spot, but they didn't let down at all. I just like this Kansas team, man. This Kansas team has been good. They've lost 2 games so far this year. Not been the... And, I mean, hey, they've been playing all right. I won't lie. Run game's give Defense is solid enough. I mean, I like what I've been seeing from this team, so I'm going to be taking them there. Yeah, give me Kansas minus 3.5. I don't got much more to say. Texas Tech has not been the best this year. They've been average. Of Kansas hopefully can defend home turf. This is going to be their first game at home since the Oklahoma game. I think it's going to be a big crowd. I'm excited to see that. My first... I hate to say this, but I'm going to take Nebraska again. They lost to Michigan State last week, so they can lose to anybody. I definitely don't feel amazing about this. But Nebraska money line, Maryland's on quit watch, man. They looked like they quit last game. If you watched against, I believe it was Penn State. Yeah, if you watch the game against Penn State, I think the effort definitely died down for Maryland. I think their season's pretty much... They've lost, I think, like 4 in a row. This is definitely a game they can win. Don't get me wrong. Nebraska's offense is absolutely horrible, but Nebraska being at home, I think their defense can make it tough. And like I said, I think Maryland might be potentially on quit watch. I just don't know how much they got left. They looked bombed out when it came to the end of the game. So I'll be taking Nebraska on the money line there for a chance to steal one at home. First underdog play of the day. Illinois, Miami. What the hell? Illinois, Indiana. Excuse me. Jesus. I'm very intrigued by this game. Illinois has a chance to go bowling and still win the Big Ten West. So, somehow, man. I don't know how, but I'm going to keep an eye on that game, see how that goes. Can't really decide a side there. Liberty, I'm definitely going to be putting in a teaser. I'm probably going to be putting them in teaser with the team we talk next with. Liberty, minus 13.5. I definitely think they win this game. I just don't. I think they could probably cover, but I just don't. I'm not even going to bother with it. I'm just going to put them in a teaser, hopefully get maybe Liberty under a touchdown and just try to enjoy them winning by at least a touchdown. This next game, it's an automatic bet every week. If you've been someone who's been here before, you know what we're taking. They have been very good to me this year. Plus 112, by the way, on the money line for Nebraska. If I didn't give it out, I don't know if I did or not. James Madison, that's the team we're talking about right now. Wagon status. They are the wagon. Minus 24.5. They continue to win. They continue to cover. I'm going to continue to bet them. Air Force let me down last week. That was a sad one, but so they lost their wagon status a little bit. But hey, I really truly think that James Madison's been amazing this year. There's a chance that they might get a chance to play for the bowl and play for the Sun Belt Conference if the NCAA steps up and actually, quits being assholes about the rules. James Madison, I mean, the fact that there's a ban on, I understand, sort of, not really, but kind of understand why they have the ban in place. They let teams be able to get ready to play at the Division I level. But if a team's 8-0 and being as dominant as James Madison is, they shouldn't be banned from bowl games and the championship. That's just so stupid. Another game I'm excited to be interested in, Arizona, Colorado. I'm just going to probably put Colorado in a tease, try to get them 21, 28, something really big like that, because Arizona's been really, really good. They've been really impressive. They've had really big wins the last 2-3 weeks, so that's a game I'm probably just going to get Colorado in a teaser in, just to get them by a big spread at home. Memphis, Charlotte, I'm going to be looking for the over in this game, but got nothing to take. I'm probably going to stay away. Florida State, Miami, I'm just intrigued to see if Miami gets off the mat. Miami had a horrible game against NC State. By the way, NC State, redshirting their quarterback to play him next year. I think his name's MJ Morris. I believe it's Morris is his last name. Can't remember the first name, but he's redshirted now. NC State plays Wake. Wake's at home. Wake might be still one on the road. It depends how the team plays because they're going back to Brendan Armstrong, who I think is back from injury now, if that means. But yeah, that was just something I noticed I just wanted to throw out there. But yeah, Charlotte, like I said, Memphis, Charlotte, think about their over. Florida State, Miami. Might end up throwing something on this live if I get one of the teams down or something. I might mess around and do that. But other than that, I'll probably just maybe just score watch, look at the game a little bit. Northwestern plus 10 against Wisconsin is pretty tempting. I won't lie. Wait, why can I was trying to find this other game, but they probably have it saved somewhere else, so I'll skip it. Oklahoma State, baby. -2.5. Love it. Oklahoma State's been hot. They've been really good lately. We'll just put it that way. I was trying to think of better words than just really good. But they've been playing really impressive. I've liked what I've seen from them so far this season. They're playing to who they are. Ollie Green is being insane on the ground. I think he had 130 and 2 touchdowns last week. I'm going to look for him to get about 100 on the ground and score again this week. Really like that one. Utah, Washington. I'm not going to touch anything of. I'm just going to be interested to see how Washington covers. That would be a tempting game to maybe tease Washington down to like a Pickem or a 1. So I might throw them in a teaser. I won't actually lie. This game, baby, I got to take it to be a part of history. I don't care. Iowa Rutgers under. This is absolutely disgusting. It's under 28.5, but if we're being honest, I don't know who's gonna score. Like truly, I mean Iowa might get a touchdown here and there, but I mean past that, Iowa. Let's say if Iowa gets 2 touchdowns, what Rutgers isn't gonna get 2. There's no way there's gonna be over 3 touchdowns scored in this game. So I definitely like the under in that matchup, and it's probably I think the lowest over/under in college football history. So I'm definitely going to take it because that's hilarious. Next team I'm going to take Missouri on the money line, man, -102. Mizzou has been playing really well. They're at home. They played Tennessee, who has not been Tennessee's had a weird year. We'll just put it that way. Really weird year for Tennessee. They definitely, Missouri just played Georgia really tough as well. I think Missouri has a decent front defensive line. If the notes I read were correct, I believe their defensive line is probably one of the strengths of their defense. Brady Cook might not play for Missouri, so it makes me a bit nervous, but if he does play, I feel even that much better about it. So give me Missouri on the money line. Okay, so moving on now. Georgia Ole Miss, I am very tempted to take. I guess, by the way, so yeah, that's about all the afternoon slate and everything. And then we're going to basically take us to the night slate, so I'm going to try to find this game. Stanford +20.5 is very tempting. Very tempting. They've played a lot of teams close lately, so that has me very intrigued. Oklahoma, West Virginia. I'm intrigued to see if Oklahoma gets off the mat after really tough games. Georgia -10.5. That's probably going to be, I won't lie, I'm thinking Georgia, Liberty. Might be a Georgia, Liberty, and then I forget what Georgia, Liberty, Colorado, and something else teaser. I might throw a 4th team in there. I'll have to let you people know when I might do it on. I might talk about it on Captain by Hook tomorrow. I don't know who it is, or what. Obviously, I know who that is. I don't know who the 4th team is going to be, but you can best believe it's probably going to be a Georgia, Colorado, Liberty, and then some 4th team tees. Maybe even tees missing like +3 or something, but I'm definitely probably going to put Georgia in a teaser because I think they're going to win that game. I think they can win by 10 in general. I just don't want to. 10.5. I don't want to mess with the half. And yeah. You know what? I will take it. Stanford +20.5. By the way. I think they can. They've kept a few games close this week. We'll just put it that way. +20.5. A lot of points. Hell, if you want to throw that in the teaser, you'll probably be able to get to 30 with how big with the 4-team teaser, you can get decent odds. You can throw that about 7. You can probably get them close to 30, about 28 even, 28 to 30 range. It wouldn't be horrible, but like I said, I'm just gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna take the +20.5. I probably won't be throwing them in a teaser. I don't think. And I am tempted to take Air Force at Hawaii later in the night. Maybe get a get right because Air Force owes me some money, but we're just gonna stay away. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay away and not gonna worry about it. So that's my slate for Saturday, man. I'll go over it again real quick. So these are all for Saturday. Boston College on the money line -102. Michigan -4.5 -115. Kansas -3.5 -110. Nebraska money line +110. James Madison -24.5 -110. Oklahoma State -2.5 -114. Iowa Rutgers under 28.5 -110. Mizzou, money line -102. Stanford +20.5 -110. Hey now. I like that. A lot of good action. So now we'll go to the men's league. Thursday night, give me DJ Moore's receiving over. I think it's 56.5. Revenge game versus the Panthers. So I like I'm going to put him the score in a Nasty Boy, so it's probably what the Nasty Boy is going to be, if we're being honest. I don't think I have a side in this game. I want to take the under, but I'm going to probably just change and throw an all under in the Nasty Boy. So yeah, I mean, I'm assuming the Nasty Boy is going to be like a DJ Moore touchdown, all under of like 44 or something. We'll see if the odds on that are real quick. I'll do that after. I don't want to waste more time in the show. But if you are curious, looks like under 45.5 is minus 295. So I'm probably going to do under 43 or 45.5 for the Nasty Boy. I'm not going to give that. I'm not going to give out the under. Primetime unders are like, I think 20-7 at this point, or like 20 and 7, or like 20, maybe 19 and 8, something like that. Actually, it might be 21 now. There was 2 games. I don't know. I just know the primetime unders are huge at this point, and this definitely screams of an under game. Tyson Bagent, his rushing overs 20.5. Bryce Young's is 9.5. Let me double check stats real quick. I might give out one of these rushing overs, but past that, yeah, I have DJ Moore's over for tonight, and that's probably about all I'm gonna end up taking. I'm definitely gonna take. Actually, you know what? We'll take Bryce Young's rushing over as well. It's over 9.5. I think it's like minus 113. I don't mind that at all. Might even throw that in the Nasty Boy. We'll see. Real quick, we'll just see Bagent. I don't think I'm going to take his rushing over. It's at like 20. He had 70 rushing yards last week. He's at 24 in some games. He's at -1 and 4 in another. 20 is just way too much. But yeah, I definitely like Bryce Young's rushing over. So DJ Moore's receiving over at 56.5. Bryce Young's rushing over at 9.5. And then I will probably... I told you some of the stuff in the Nasty Boy. I'm going to take DJ Moore's score, take an under. Probably throw Bryce Young's rushing yards in there, and then... I don't know from there. We'll find something else. But yeah, that's for after. But yeah, that's what I like for Thursday night. Those are my... that's what I'm going to take. DJ Moore to score a touchdown is plus 190 if you want to take that just by itself and not put in the Nasty Boy, but... Yeah, like I said, I think that game's going to actually be disgusting, so I'm not going to take it. This is a weekly tradition at this point, so you know what I'm going to do. Sunday, baby, give me the Colts money line. Plus 104. The Patriots, I don't think are going to be able to score more than 20, 25 points. The Colts have scored about that in every single game. I think the Colts defense, if you saw last week, they definitely stepped up, played a little bit better. I know it was Bryce Young and a young rookie quarterback, but I genuinely think that the Colts are starting to get a little bit better. I think they're starting to finally, I know Gus Bradley's been there, so his scheme and his system's been in there, but I think the building as a whole is finally starting to get used to the Shane Steichen stuff. They're getting used to not having to have change. So I think this is going to be a big game for them, especially over. Oh, sorry, I'm dumb. The Colts are minus 122. I was looking at the Patriots odds. I still don't mind it. 122 is still not bad. I just love plus 104 that much more, but I'll still take Colts money line. I think they're going to win this game. I am very tempted to take 49ers minus 3. We might circle back to that at the end. We're going to lay off from there. If I can get the Vikings to plus 3.5 at home, 100% going to be on that. But like I said, I still might pick the Saints in that game, but I'm going to stay away there. Bucks minus 1.5 at home. Going to stay away from both of these sides. I don't mind D-Hop scoring in this game. That's probably something I'm going to take. Ravens are 6-point favorites. That'd be a tease if I'm going to do anything with them, so I'm going to stay away from there. Bengals minus 6.5 against the Texans. If they had T. Higgins and Chase, I would probably want to take them. I'm going to stay away just in case. Steelers minus 3. I will take that since it's anything under 3 for the Steelers. I don't mind. Odds are minus 118, so it's probably going to be moving here soon. But I don't mind it, honestly. I think the Steelers, like I said, should have won this game. I don't like the Packers. The Packers haven't been playing that well this season. I haven't liked anything that I've seen out of them at all. Falcons minus 1.5. I'm going to write it on my sheet, but I'm going to put a question mark by it. If they're going to win this game, I think they probably will win I don't think Kyler will win his first start, maybe a second. But honestly, if the Falcons, I just think the Falcons always win by a field goal. It usually comes down to Young Hoku field goal. They've been having a really, really bad slide lately, so I feel like this is going to be one of those games where it's hey, let's get out there and do this thing. I feel like they're going to win there. Lions are minus 3. I think I'm good. I'm going to stay away from that. It is tempting, but I'm probably going to stay away. Giants are 16.5-point dogs to the Cowboys, staying away from that. Way too big. I'm going to take the Raiders on the money line, minus 110. This is one of those... Only because I feel like the Jets owe me a little bit of money. That's why I'm doing that. That's on the Sunday night game. I feel like the Jets owe me a little bit of money. So I'm going to take the Raiders there, minus 110, to get me back. Because, yeah, the Jets, I'm pretty pissed off about that one loss. I can definitely see the Jets winning, though, so that's what scares me. Last game of the afternoon slate, by the way, Seahawks minus 6.5 for the Commanders. That'll probably be a tease, if anything. And then Monday night, Bills minus 7.5. If you can get it to minus 6.5, I'll take it. Minus 7.5, I'm good. I don't. The Bills should win big regardless, though. So, I mean, that might be something I end up taking just to take because I think the Bills should probably win big. There's two games of questions. Lions minus 3. I don't think I'm... Do I want to take that one? It's between the 49ers and the Lions. I don't know who I want to take. I'll take the Lions. Why not? Lions minus 3. I'll get that out. And that's a maybe. That one will probably be a maybe. It'll probably be something I pounce on. But yeah, that's going to do it for the episode today, man. Not too bad today. Got a lot done. Got a lot out there. So we're going to go over it now in order of days. So no college football these next 2 days. The spreads are a little too big, a little too wild. But football-wise, for Thursday night in the men's league, DJ Moore receiving over 56.5. Bryce Young rushing over at 9.5 yards. The Nasty Boy is going to be under either 43 or 45.5. Probably going to be 45. Go for the bigger one. DJ Moore anytime touchdown. Bryce Young's rushing over, and I'll find one more leg for it. I don't know what I like just yet, so might be running back rushing yards, might be some receiving yards. I'll let you guys know. I need to figure it out. And then Saturday, Boston College money line, Michigan minus 4.5. Kansas minus 3.5. Nebraska money line. James Madison minus 24.5. The wagon. Oklahoma State minus 2.5. Iowa Rutgers under 28.5. Mizzou money line. Stanford plus 20.5. And that is all my college bets. Now we go to the men's league Sunday. Colts minus 122 in Frankfurt. Steelers minus 3. Raiders money line. Lions minus 3. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the support. I really do appreciate it. It's going to be a great one this weekend. High vibes going into the weekend. I feel good about what we got out here. Knock on wood. I feel like it's going to be a great weekend. I like a lot. There's actually a lot that I ended up liking. Like when I give, like I'll admit, there's some weeks when I give stuff out that it's like there is some doubt in my mind where it's like, oh, I can see this team losing, obviously. And obviously you should. But when it came to this weekend, there's a lot of games that I'm like, yeah, I feel pretty good about this week. So this is going to be a week that I don't win a single bet and I was just completely wrong, or we could go perfect. Who the hell knows? But thank you all for watching. Thank you for all the support. Let's have a great weekend. I feel good, man. Week 10 in NFL, Week 11 in college. I mean, it's coming down to the wire now. A lot of just wild situations. It's just getting wild. It's getting wild in the sports world, man. You just love to see that when that happens. I'll double quick end with some news before I go. Jefferson. It looks like Justin Jefferson is probably going to potentially be coming back. Ryan Tannehill was benched for Levis. Those were the two main things I want to get to. Steve Wilkes is moving from the press box down to the field. And those are James Conner coming back as well. Those were the 4 things I wanted to mention that I forgot about. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the support. I'll be on Captain by Hook with Redbeard tomorrow, Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern. If everyone wants to join, if anybody wants to join in and listen. Basically, going to be giving out everything I gave out here, plus maybe an extra bet or two that I find that I love. So, appreciate all the support, like I said, and I will see everybody back on this feed on Tuesday, if I don't see you Friday.